iPhone 16 Pro Max initial hands-on are already out. It's clear that Apple is making some changes compared to iPhone 15 Pro Max, from big camera upgrades to a bigger battery and a new bigger display. When you first glance at the iPhone 16 Pro Max, it might seem like not much has changed from 15 Pro Max. Both phones support a similar back design, but looks closely, you'll spot the differences. The camera lenses on the iPhone 16 Pro Max are slightly larger thanks to a new sensor that we'll explore shortly, while the overall appearance is similar. The sides tell a different story. The iPhone 16 Pro Max ditches the last year brushed titanium finish for a polished titanium design, more like the iPhone 15 Pro Max but with the added durability of titanium. However, be warned, these shiny sides are likely to become fingerprint magnet. Additionally, Apple has added an extra button beneath the power button on the 16 Pro Max. This capture button complements the existing action button, which isn't going anywhere. There's also a notable change in the camera layout. The vertical camera is making a comeback on the iPhone 16 base model, similar to the iPhone 10 but with a much larger dimensions. Both 16 and 16 Plus will feature this design. As for colors, 16 Pro Max introduced a new color option which is Desert Titanium, and we get shiny sides on this model alongside with the classic natural titanium, black and white. However, if you're a fan of a blue titanium from the iPhone 15 Pro Max, you are out of luck this year. The most significant change in the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its display. Apple is taking things up a notch, literally. The display size is increasing from 6.7 inches on 15 Pro Max to whopping 6.9 on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This is made possible by Apple's new border reduction structure technology, which significantly trims down the bezel, giving you a more screen without drastically increasing the overall size of a phone. The smaller iPhone 16 Pro is also getting an upgrade, moving from 6.1 inches to 6.3 inches. While details on the peak brightness are still under wraps, there are strong indications that iPhone 16 Pro Max will surpass the 2000 nits of peak brightness of its predecessor, possibly hitting 3000 nits. This means the iPhone 16 Pro Max won't just be bigger, it will be brighter and more vibrant than ever before. Apple has made it a tradition to lead the pack in smartphone photography, and the 16 Pro Max is no exception. All three camera sensors on the iPhone 16 Pro Max are getting an upgrade. Two cameras are not in megapixel and one is actually getting a big update. Starting with the main camera sensor, Apple is introducing a larger 48 megapixel sensor that's promising a better low light performance, greater details and improved dynamic range. But the most exciting news is the upgrade to the ultra wide sensor. For years, we have been stuck with the 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor, but the iPhone 16 Pro Max is breaking the mold with the new 48 megapixel ultra wide sensor. This is a massive leap forward in terms of capturing wide-angle shots with more details and clarity. The telephoto sensor is also getting some love. Last year's 5x telephoto sensor on the iPhone 16 Pro Max was a standout feature, but this year, even the smaller iPhone 16 Pro will get the same 5x zoom capability. Additionally, Apple is incorporating a new technology called atomic layer deposition, which acts as an anti-reflective coating on the camera lenses. This reduces lens glare, resulting in clearer photos and videos, especially in challenging lighting conditions. If you have seen the anti-reflective coating on the Galaxy S24 Ultra, expect a similar feature on the 16 Pro and Pro Max camera lenses, though it will be exclusive to the Pro models. Performance is always a focal point for Apple. This year, Apple is introducing the new A18 Bionic chipset built on a 3nm process. This chip will come with an updated neural engine, boosting more cores for enhanced AI performance. One of the most significant issues with the iPhone 15 Pro Max was overheating. Especially in early days after it released, some users even returned their device due to the excessive heat. While Apple addresses the issue with a software update, it's clear that they're not taking any chances with the 16 Pro Max. Apple is reportedly redesigning the thermal management system for the 16 Pro Max, incorporating a graphene thermal system to combat overheating. Graphene offers better thermal conductivity, better than the copper used in the previous iPhones, and the Pro models might also feature a metal battery casing to improve heat dissipation. These changes should make a noticeable difference in the phone's temperature management even during heavy use. Battery life is always a concern, and Apple is addressing it head-on with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. For the first time, Apple is using a stack battery technology in its iPhones. This will allow them to increase the battery capacity without making the phone any larger. The 16 Pro Max will feature a 5% larger battery, coming in at 4,676 mAh compared to 4,422 on iPhone 15 Pro Max. The other models in the iPhone 16 lineup are also seeing battery improvements. The base model 16 will have a 6% larger battery, while the 16 Pro will see 2.5% increase. However, the 16 Plus will feature a 9% smaller battery compared to the 15 Plus. Charging speed is another area where Apple is finally making the changes. For years, we have been waiting for faster charging speeds on the iPhones, and it looks like the 16 Pro Max will deliver it. Rumors suggest it will support 40-watt fast charging via USB Type-C, a significant upgrade from our previous models, but it's not confirmed yet. AI is becoming a bigger part of our life, and Apple is ensuring that the iPhone 16 Pro Max is ready for the future. Unlike the iPhone 15 Pro Max, which had limited AI capabilities, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will pack with the AI features. There were early rumors that Apple might incorporate the Google's generative AI in the iPhone 16 lineup, but recent reports indicate the Apple has even bigger plans. With the launch of the iOS 18, Apple is expected to roll out a host of new AI features, many of which will be exclusive to iPhone 16 lineup. This includes significant upgrades to Siri and other on-device AI features, while some of these features may eventually trickle down to older devices. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be at the forefront of the Apple's AI revolution. Now, let's talk about the price, a topic that always sparks interest. The good news is the Apple is reportedly keeping the price of the iPhone 16 Pro Max the same as last year's iPhone 15 Pro Max, starting at $1,199. The base model is expected to come with 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage, just like the 15 Pro Max. There's also a talk of a 2TB of storage option, which was rumored for the iPhone 15 Pro Max but never materialized. But this year, there's also no sign of 2TB of storage on 16 Pro Max. Now, there were rumors before where iPhone 16 Pro Max may see a price increase due to price increase in parts, but for now, the same price is what we can expect from the 16 Pro Max. So the big question is, should you upgrade? If you're currently using an iPhone 14 Pro Max, the 16 Pro Max offers plenty of compelling reasons to make the jump. The new display, upgraded cameras, and larger battery are all significant improvements. However, if you already own an iPhone 15 Pro Max, the main reason to consider upgrading would be the improved thermal management system. If you have been experiencing overheating with your current device, the iPhone 16 Pro Max might be worth considering. For those using an older device, such as anything before the iPhone 14 Pro Max, this upgrade will feel a massive leap forward. With that said, if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.